One Lisa Show. My name is Lisa, and today I'm going over just a couple of items. I wrote some notes. I do keep a sewing journal, but I also take notes on what I want to talk about when I am in front of my camera for you. Really quick, today I'm wearing ready to wear old Quidditch game jersey. I got this probably before the movies even came out. I'm just happy it still fits. And my hair is ridiculously long, and I'm hoping that in the next couple of weeks I can get it cut and donated. So it is out of control. It's hard to style because the hairs are all different lengths at this point. It's just been me doing self trims. But I'm looking forward to getting it cut. Miss Bunny Penny is in the corner going through a blanket. I don't know why. There might be a toy hidden in there. And up above is what I finished today. This is a free pattern. It is a free pattern called the Do It Better Yourself, DIBY, and it is the ABBT, and that stands for Anything But Basic. This is a children's size 10, and I made this out of some double brushed poly from Joann's that I got as a remnant. It was in the remnant bin, so it was less than a yard. And I believe I really only go after the remnants and the clearance when they have an additional amount off, when there's a huge sale. And a few times a year, you'll see that at Joann's where the clearance fabric might be an extra 25% off of the clearance price. Then I feel it's a good deal. And the remnants are sometimes an extra 25% off too. I got this during one of those instances, so it was only a few dollars, and it was just a little less than a yard. And Joann's, if you don't live in the States, I have yet to find over a yard in a remnant bin at Joann's. If you have a Joann's by you that will put a 2-yard remnant out there, let me know where they're at, because I cannot seem to find them anywhere. Most of the time it might be, it could be anywhere from a third to a half, and I kind of look if it's a 3/4 of a yard or larger. And this one I think was like 3/4 of a yard. So it was a good size piece, and I got this. And double brush poly is very comfortable to wear, especially in the winter. In the summer, it actually might be a little too warm, in my opinion, here in Indiana. But yeah, I got the labels that I got for my nieces for their clothes. And I made that up. I started it yesterday, finished it today. I had it cut out already. I am actually enjoying pre-cutting my projects and then working on them. When I get done with one, go to the next. The downside is I'm still working on my muslin of my Megan Nielsen Dawn jeans, which is that green shorts version, and I kind of stopped working on it, so I'd like to pick that up because I feel I got over the hardest part, which is the zip installation. And I know my top stitching isn't that great. I'm not even trying. I'm not even using contrasting thread. But yesterday, Minerva had their VIP sale, so it was an extra 20% off yesterday only if you were a Craft Club member, which I am. And I think my Craft Club membership goes to March. But that Craft Club sale was 20% off, and the last one they had, I think, was in December, and I held off because I was trying to be good. And then after the fact, my boyfriend was like, you should have really bought a bunch of stuff. So I had a gift card that I got from my sister Kelly for Christmas for Minerva, and I used that and then some, and placed a nice order including some denim so I can actually make my jeans, my Megan Nielsen Dawn jeans. So I do need to get that muslin complete so I can make sure I have the fit just right how I want it. I also got some Dashwood Studios. I got some Dashwood Studios. I think it was cotton poplin, and it's a gorgeous print that I've had saved for a while. It was not cheap, but I don't know where in the States you can find Dashwood Studios, and their prints are just, in my mind, they're just so different and unique. So I did splurge and got some of that. I got another grab bag, which I love, but they're $9.99, so 10 pounds, and then if you get the extra 20% off, that's only 8 pounds. Converted to US dollars, that's it'd be 8 pounds. It'd be probably like $10, and that $10 you're getting 5 meters of fabric. So that is why I think it's a great deal. So this has been complete. The other thing some people wanted to know with the unicorn top I posted in the last video, I did finish that. I'll post a picture in this video of that. And that came from the McCall 7111, which is a discontinued pattern that might be rebranded under a different number. I don't know. It was a learn to sew pattern, and this mark on here was at Joann's. I got this pattern free because they had a sale where if you bought at least 2 yards of fabric, you could pick out any pattern you want for free that was in their discontinued bin. And this is what I picked. So I made that tank top for my niece out of this pattern, and basically it was the shorter dress, and I just chopped it off a little below the waist. And I used bias tape instead of the facings that came included, and then in the back, instead of doing a Rolo loop, I split it, added a seam allowance onto it, did bias tape, and snaps, plastic snaps for effect. So I will insert the pictures, but this is the pattern. If you were wondering, you can still find this on Etsy. You can find it on eBay, and there's a handful of reviews on Pattern Review. So if you do come across this pattern, it is good. It goes to from sizes 7 to 14, and it has gotten a lot of wear. I've made plenty of these for my niece already. She loves this dress, and you can use a simple broadcloth, a quilting cotton, or you could use a drapier fabric as well. I've only really done it in broadcloth or quilting cotton, and no complaints. All right. The other thing I did was finish cutting out my next project, which will be after my laundry list of projects get completed. This is a project for myself. I do want to finish up, like I've mentioned, I'm going to finish that Megan Nielsen Dawn shorts. Hopefully I'll work on that today. And then I have a couple of pairs of Stella joggers to make, a pair for my mom in green, a pair for my niece in black, and I have a light blue heathered sweatshirt that I have for myself that I'd like to turn into Stella's as well. So I'd like to make all those while I have the same needle out, and it's all the same fabric. But then I have cut out for myself a Bolyston Bra from Orange Lingerie. This will be my third one of this bra. It's really great pattern just because you can use a quilting cotton, a poplin, you can use a woven fabric for the exterior pieces, and it does have a self strap here as well. And I don't think you would really have to use that if you didn't want to, but it does make for a nice detail. I took this fabric, this is scraps from a penny dress that I made last fall. And I actually think I still have enough of that to make a short sleeve blouse. And I'm hoping I can pull that one off. I might have to color block it with something else, but I do love this. If not, maybe I'll just use it to make a top for one of my nieces. It's a really pretty fabric. It's a cotton poplin. So I cut out all the pieces. I cut out the lining, the bra tricot. And then the power net is going to be black. I have all of my accessory findings my underwire, my hook and eyes, my straps, my underwire channeling. I have all that off to the side, and I have my notes from this, from the last couple of times I've made it. I will say the last 2 times I've made this bra, I watched a tutorial as I was working on it from LizSews. She does not follow the instructions to make this. She uses her own, and I learned watching her tutorial and thought it was very clever, encased all the seams. And I know I didn't have any problems making those bras, but now that I'm looking back, I do remember there is a section where she used the burrito method for getting this strap encased with no exterior seam. The downside is I went to pull up that video on how she made this bra, and it's gone. All of LizSews videos are gone. So if you have watched LizSews in the past, I don't know if anybody else was aware, but I wasn't. I guess early this year or late last year, she just deleted everything. So I have to go by memory. I do have the 2 bras I've already made that I can kind of try to use to compare. I think I can figure it out. I do have the actual instructions, which aren't how she did it. It's sad because she put out wonderful videos on tutorials on making many different types of bras, panties, lingerie out there. So if there was a pattern, she probably did a tutorial on it, but her tutorials were pretty much how she made them. And they all made sense, and they were perfect because you could pause, rewind, replay. They were very well done. She also was very creative in showing off what she made every month. I am heartbroken, and I really enjoyed her videos. So if anybody else has watched LizSews, keep an eye out. Hopefully she brings some of her videos back. LizSews, if you ever watch this, your videos helped me tremendously, and I don't know what happened. I just, I'm very sad and heartbroken that you're gone. So come back to us, Liz. Come back, or maybe put out a webinar or even an online class on how you do videos and how you do your bra construction. And I'm right there because I learned a lot, and I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed the creative side where she kind of would go off into start to finish on how she thought about making something and different fabrics that maybe were a little unconventional, or how she pieced things together from one kit to another and make something very stunning. So I am very saddened by that, but I'm going to plow through. I'm going to try my best to get this bra put together and still look good and fit well. It has suddenly gotten overcast. We had a very sunny morning, and it got very overcast here. So I'm kind of looking out the windows thinking, oh man, it seems later than it actually is. But it's not. And I'm feeling the need. I'm going to have to take Penny for a walk soon. And I promised to take her to her favorite place, which is the local county fairgrounds. But before I go, I just want to say I've been watching a lot of videos, a lot of vlogs, and subscribing to a lot more fabulous sewists out there that are sharing all their great tips, their pattern reviews, and their hauls, because it has been hard to leave comments everywhere, especially when I'm watching them on my television. We have this wonderful YouTube app on our TV, and it's great, but I don't leave comments when I'm on there. So if I do leave a comment, it's because I'm on a different device, and it's easier for me to do so. But I am watching everybody, and I'm trying to support everybody as best I can. And the easiest way I have found to support, besides if I'm not leaving a comment, always try to leave a comment when I can. But it's easiest on my TV. When an ad comes up, I just let it play. I let it play like it's a commercial, because it is. But at the same time, I know that if you are monetized, that helps benefit the creator. So it costs me nothing but a couple of minutes, in which case it's usually a perfect time for me to go to the washroom or check my emails, check on dinner, change a little laundry, etc. And it doesn't hurt. It doesn't cost me anything other than another minute. So I hope that's helping out some of the fabulous creators out there. Last but not least, I had mentioned in one of my last videos that I had a collection from Girl Charlie of their half-yard lots. I want to show you. These are my half-yard lot collection. I have already used a couple of them in making knickers, but as you can see, there's two different pinks. There's like a emerald green. There's a light purple, which I really do like that color. I have one half-yard lot of a aqua and white striped jersey, which I do like, a dark blue, and then a couple of repeats. So Girl Charlie sometimes does have a half-yard lots where they go on sale for either half price or I think $1 or $2 for a half yard of it could be many different types of knit fabrics. I like their cotton spandex jersey. So I think it's 95% cotton and 5% spandex. To me, this is a great cotton jersey. It's a bit thicker. It's a medium weight. And so I think I bought all these when they were on a flash sale of like 99 cents or $1.50 or something like that. And I bought a whole bunch of them. Unfortunately, they're not enough to make a blouse out of or a top, but they're all meant for either knickers or color blocking. And these are not scraps. They've all been washed. I have them folded. And what I think I'm going to do is make as a trial run for one of my younger niece, not the one that's getting this rock star blouse, but I have one that's 8 and she's going to be 8. I'm sorry. She's going to be 8 next month. And I want to make her a blouse, a top, and I'm going to try my hand at doing a color block on a couple of different fabrics and see what happens. I actually think it'd be cool to make myself one as well. So those are goals for this week, is to try my hand at a color block. Now, I think she's outgrown these pinks and purples, but I think this aqua stripe and this one are a pretty close match. So I may do, I might do something with that. It doesn't match that perfect, but it's close. Or the other option is this peacock blue, and this I think would look pretty cool together. And I wonder how I'd go with that emerald green and just make something like that. That's kind of neat. And maybe I'm going to try my hand at color blocking, and I should probably do it with those 3. Yeah. Or maybe just these 2. But I'm going to try my hand at a color block. See, I haven't done a color block yet, but I think it'd be good. They're kind of scraps, but they're not. And yeah, for myself, I'd probably do the hot pink and the light pink. So if I haven't bored you enough, that was my past couple of days. And now I think it's time to pack up Miss Moneypenny, get her in the car so we can go to her favorite place for the second time today, because we start out with a really sunny, warm day. Still less snow on the ground, but it was warm enough for her to walk. So we actually had 2 walks today, but I want to get her another walk in because we've had so many days where it was just too cold to walk. And I would take her outside just to do her business, and she would want to walk, but then she'd only get a few steps before she did the dreaded, I'm a dog, I'm freezing, my paws can't move now. And I know if you have a dog or if you've had dogs, you know that. You know what I'm talking about. She starts walking really slow and then lifts one paw and then she'll lift another paw in the back. And she just, you can tell she's not comfortable and she's thinking her choices and taking that walk. And so I just scoop her up. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it or found anything useful out of it, please do give me a thumbs up if you don't mind, and be more than happy if you would leave a comment. Or if you have any news about LizSews, that was the hardest part of this week, was finding out that I could not watch that tutorial on how to make that bra yet again. And the last time I made that bra, I distinctly remember having my iPad on right next to the sewing machine, and I would pause it, rewind, watch it, do it, pause it, rewind. So it was very helpful. I'm a smart person. I know I can figure things out, but they were very helpful, and I'm just sad by that. And I had a few people commented that they would like me to try my hands at a sew-along again, especially with those Stella joggers. So I'm going to attempt it. Now, I can't promise you you're going to have a video. If it doesn't look good, if I can't make it happen with my capabilities, I won't put it out there, but I am going to try, and I'm going to work on it, and I'm going to start my mom's Stella joggers probably at some point. Either if I don't start it today, I will probably start it tomorrow, and I'm going to attempt to take you for a ride through my process of how I sew those Stella joggers. I've made a few pairs now, and I feel very confident in them, and they are a wonderful make. Stay tuned. I'm going to work on that this week, and I hope to get back in front of the camera and give you another update in the next week or so. Have a great week. Thank you so much again for watching. Bye-bye.